Hello Buns, and welcome back to Cinnabun Sundays, a weekly video series where we talk about all things bunny. I'm Morgan, Cinnabun's bun mom, and today I have another fun favorites products video. So I've noticed a trend going around on YouTube of 10 things I can't live without. And I mean, this trend is with actual celebrities and people who are really interesting, but you know what? I figured it might be fun to do a little twist on that trend and do 10 things that are bunny related that I can't live without. Because as a bunny parent, there just aren't as many products out there advertised for rabbits. There's so much for dogs and cats, but bunnies are kind of just pushed to the side. Now, a little disclaimer here. Everything I'm mentioning, these are just things. The most important thing when it comes to bunnies is just giving them the love, the diet, and the space that they need. All of these things are just add-ons. These are the things that I have just found to be so amazing and have just made my life experience that much better, and I figured I'd share them with you. The very first product I want to share with y'all is a new one that I have not talked about on my channel or Instagram or anything before, and it is this hair remover. This is from the brand Ordora, and it is so clutch. I want you to think of a lint roller, except instead of having to tear off paste and paper, you don't have to do that with this. Anytime there's fur on your furniture, you just swipe this right over top and the fur is gone. I feel like all of my furniture just constantly has Cinnabun fluff all over it, and this thing has changed the game for me, especially my black and white chair that shows fur more than anything, and it of course is Cinnabun's favorite thing to sit on. This is huge. And I have a discount code in my description so you can get a few dollars off of this guy as well. Huge life changer, you've got to try it. So my next one is a hand vacuum. I have definitely talked about this before, but I think if you own a bunny, a normal vacuum is not going to cut it. Now I will say, I recently did upgrade to a Dyson, and y'all, it is worth the hype. I'm obsessed with my Dyson vacuum, but you don't need a Dyson vacuum. I, for the last year, have been using this red Dirt Devil vacuum that has worked great and it's wonderful. But a regular vacuum is big and bulky, and I feel like you just can't clean up all of the hay and fur and just little poops that bunnies can leave behind. Having a hand vacuum just makes morning litter box cleaning fly by, and I swear my space is always so clean because I can get into those little crevices. So if you've been thinking about upgrading to the Dyson, y'all, this is your sign, do it. However, it is expensive, and this Dirt Devil one is great and has served me so well. I am going to sound like a broken record on number 3, but I can't do a 10 items I can't live without talking about my air purifier. I have 2 of these bad boys, and honestly, I want one in every single room of my house. They are the #1 bunny game changer. They just suck dirt out of the air and clean the air. They purify the air. So in Cinnabun's bunny room that we're in right now, it smells just like a normal room. There's no smell of hay, there's no really any scent, and that's because this thing is constantly going and just cleaning the air. Okay, so this next one, I wish I had known about this the second I got Cinnabun. It is a hay bag. Now, hay bags, you can kind of get them from anywhere. You can make them yourself. I got mine on Amazon for $10. It was super cheap, but y'all, rabbits' diets are 80% hay, so they are constantly eating hay, and there's constantly just hay everywhere. Before I had my hay bag, I was just putting hay in the litter box, and that's fine, but she would go and dig, she'd pee in her hay. It was just so dirty all the time, and it was driving me insane. Once I upgraded to the hay bag, oh my God, you can wash it, you can stuff it full, it's easy for them to get access to. It's just the #1 pet litter box item that I think has really brought us from our setup is fine to, oh yeah, we've got this down. The next bunny item that I just cannot live without is a snuffle mat or a forage mat. This one is so cute. It's from Blossom and Poppy, and it was actually custom made for Cinnabun to be kind of her color scheme. But we also have our Toki Hut foraging mat as well. Bunnies are natural foragers. When they're out in the wild, they are digging and hunting for food. So just putting their food in a bowl just really doesn't stimulate their brain the way that a snuffle mat does. When I feed Cinnabun her dinner, when I feed her kind of forage blends, I always put them on here, and she just will spend 30 minutes to an hour sniffing and digging and scuttling around, and it's just so good for them. Also, it's a boredom breaker. If your bunny is just like active and you don't know what to do with them, sprinkle some dried flowers onto this thing and they'll be busy for the next hour. When I snuggled that snuffle mat, I got forage all over me. Yay. So this next one is an Aerogarden, and y'all, this Aerogarden is actually really new to me. I just got it a few weeks ago, but it's one of those things where it's like, now that I have it, I'm sitting here like, how did I not have one of these before? So an Aerogarden is basically like a garden planter for people who can't garden. It uses water and light to really grow plants, and you don't really have to do anything. I got like the standard Aerogarden, and then I got the salad greens pack to grow her own lettuce, and guys, it's so cool. I spend so much money every week going to the store buying fresh greens for Cinnabun when I could have just been growing it all along. There's also something like really satisfying about growing your own food. I've just never had that green thumb. I wish I did, but it's so cool watching the sprouts growing up and being like, wow, I kind of sort of did that a little bit. I don't know, maybe it'll inspire me to actually garden one day, but until that happens, I am obsessed. Next up on my list goes along with the daily salads, and it is this herb saver. I know, okay, I'm from the US, we say herb, not herb. Comment down below which one you say, herb or herb. I say herb. This herb saver has been a game changer for me. So we have all been there. You have like dill, cilantro, parsley, all of these beautiful herbs that you buy, and then 3 days later, they're wilted and dead. Like, it's just ridiculous. This thing rocks because you fill this part right here with water. You set your herbs in this little container and they will stay fresh for so long, like at the very minimum, a week. I've even had things stay fresh up to 2 weeks with this. Now you can do something similar, just like filling jars with water and putting your herbs in it. I just like how this is really compact and it can fit in the refrigerator door, and it's like contained. When I did the cups of water, I would spill water everywhere. So this is just a nice, compact, contained way to keep your herbs fresh for your bunny salads, but it's just the best thing ever. I got this for Christmas and never looked back. I think probably out of everything on this list, this is one that if you don't have it, just drop what you're doing and buy it now. It is a hooded litter box. Now, a hooded litter box can come in so many different forms, but y'all, if you do not have a cover on your litter box, what are you doing? It can just be so stinky and messy if you don't have a hood on your litter box. They have pee, poop, and hay in there, so if you just have that open to the world, your space is gonna smell and it's gonna get dirty. Now, if you're like me and you wanna go just like one step higher than the hooded litter box, I have like a hooded furniture litter box piece that I think is the best thing in the world. But again, that's more just like if you're wanting to be extra. You can have just a regular hooded litter box that you get for 20 bucks on Amazon and be golden. But if you're trying to spruce up your space a little more, maybe you can upgrade to like a pretty furniture piece to put your litter box in. So number 9 on my list is our MiniCamp Tent. I get so many questions about where this is from, and it is from MiniCamp, y'all. It is the cutest little tent hide for Cinnabun. She loves it, I love it, and it's so cute in my space. There's so many different sizes for all pets, even for children actually, but I got the rabbit size in the color white, and I just think this is the most aesthetic little bunny hide that you can get. Bunnies need little spaces to hide because they're prey animals. They need to have like little coves that they can go into to feel safe. So why not make yours like extra super cute? And my last item that I cannot live without are these sticks. These are the Selective Naturals garden sticks, and there's a few flavors you can get. This is just my favorite and I buy them in bulk. They are, let me pull it out. They're just these like chewing sticks. These are made up of pea and mint, and this is just Cinnabun's favorite thing in the world. I like it because it's long, so if you're wanting to do like bonding with your bunny, you can hold one end and they'll chew on it. It's like a treat, but it's a little bit healthier. It has some extra fiber in here, so it's a nice little like reward for them without being just a sugary mess. And what I use these sticks for is I actually use this as my like tempter for Cinnabun every night when it's time for her to go to bed. I say, stick, she runs up to me, I give her the stick, she takes a stick and she knows to run into her bunny room for bedtime. And that is like her sign, it's time to go to bed. So that is it, Buns. Those are my 10 items that I cannot live without comment down below if you have any of these or if you're gonna try some of these out. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And as always, I hope that you are having a lovely Sunday, and we will be back at you again next Sunday with another video. Until then, have a wonderful week. We'll see you next Sunday. Bye, Buns.